I feel like a woman.
I feel like a woman.
I feel like a woman that isn't really professional at football or soccer. We say football here in Sweden to soccer. But isn't really professional at it, just kind of likes to practice it on her off time with a headband, with a very sloppy braid, and it's not a cute look for me. Not even a little bit. In the Get Ready With Me I recorded last time, I used my Nikkietutorials palette, and I'm gonna use it today as well, but not in the same way. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. I'm just trying to figure out the little lighting situation. I am going to use the Nikkietutorials palette today, but only for the setting shade Basic Truth. This one. And I'm gonna zoom you guys in as well. Shubba-da-boop, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. So last time I talked about the fact that I had applied for a job I really wanted. Yesterday, I got a phone call from a number I didn't have. I was in a meeting at work, so I couldn't take the call. So I called them back, and it was a salesperson. My heart sank. I was sure that they were gonna call me. They didn't. And I only applied for this job like 3 days ago. Yeah. Life's hard. I'm just gonna start blending this out, and yes, it's real tears in my eyes. I am a Pisces. I'm dramatic. I'm gonna use my Creepy Cute palette today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the shade Strawberry Milk. I actually used this one yesterday as well, but it's a lovely shade. Anyway, then I was standing a few hours later. I was standing just talking to a coworker, and I could see that someone was calling me, and I was like, you know what, wait, I'll stop you right there, because this person was talking to me, and I was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I need to take this phone call, and it was again from a number I didn't have. Same salesperson, and every time I reply, they're like hanging up on me. And no, it's not a scam or something. It's my phone company that is calling me. They want me to get a new phone, and I have been a customer with them for like 10 years. I always play them, which everyone probably does. I always say, oh, I might go to someone else because they will give me a better price, and then I end up getting the price that I really wanted at this phone company. So I was thinking of doing just like this wash of color and then just taking like a green on my lids, but I'm thinking that I might want to deepen it up. So the green I was thinking about is from the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and I really wanted to take this green right here. My gold palette looks a little bit different, as you guys know, and I might need to say this about the Creepy Cute palette as well. The magnet in this is so harsh that when you close it, when I closed it many years ago, my black just destroyed. I tried to fix it, and I'm really bad at repressing shadows, okay? So this shade I haven't changed place in, so if you have the gold palette, it's this shade I'm gonna use. And then I am going to just take it on my lid. This is gonna be like a very summery pastel look. I might go in with a shade from the Nikkietutorials palette just to create a little wing, because we know I love that. So I think that this looks pretty cute. I might want to go in with this one, like right out here. Maybe kind of sheer it out a little bit. I'll see. I'm just gonna start off just adding this one on. Just like so, and then we're gonna take And then, okay, so I'm going in with my other green one that I showed you guys. When I was panning this palette, I don't know if I've talked about it lately, but if you've been a long time subscriber, was it 2019 perhaps? I panned this and my OG Norvina palette from ABH. I just wanted to get some use out of them because I had paid a lot of money for it, and the Norvina palette I wasn't even sure if I wanted or not, so I didn't purchase it at launch date, but then later on I ended up purchasing it. And I was just trying to, like, I was hitting pan in my Norvina palette all the time, but this palette, it was impossible to hit pan because you can see I've hit pan in this shade, and I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but the shadows are really deep. In an ABH palette, you get per pan, you get less than 1 gram. I think you get like 0.8 or 0.7. I think it is 8. Now I'm gonna take this shade just on my finger and kind of go over that green. And I was hitting pan in my Norvina palette left and right, and I never was able to hit pan in this palette, and I ended up like stopping that project because I was feeling like I was hate panning it. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna do this anymore. Like, I am not for hate panning. I just want to like use the makeup I want to use, like reach for the shades I want to reach for, and I've been so happy ever since. So I was trying to, I can't remember if I was trying to hit pan in this one, but I think, and then this one, as you can see, it has a pretty nice dent in it. Yes, I hope you can see anyway. Now I don't care, which is why I say that I don't want to like pan a palette, because I know that it's gonna end up in me hate panning something. I showed, by the way, on my Instagram that I had panned this, a shade in the palette, and someone was like, but you haven't even had it for that long. I looked it up. I ordered it on August 31st. So let's pretend that I got it in the beginning of September sometime. So the entire September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months. 8 months. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of this Strawberry Milk from the Creepy Cute palette. I'm just gonna take it down here as well, but I will go in with a shade from the Nikkietutorials palette just to do a little wing, and then I might as well like just smoke it out with a black because it's Fune. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just trying to dip into a bunch of different palettes today because why not? But I was scrolling through my Instagram yesterday, and I saw that someone shared an Instagrammer, and I went to her page. This is not a big Instagrammer. She had like less than 1,000 people. I never care about that. I follow someone if I feel like they can bring some value. I take this one, Slasher. You know what I mean. If I feel like it's a great account, I follow it. Otherwise, I don't. Maybe this shade, or this brush, I mean, was a little bit wrong. I'm gonna take another brush actually. If I feel like the account is inspiring, I mean, I follow it. If not, I don't follow it. She had, and I don't know if she was the founder of this tag or this project, I mean, but she had a project that was called, she did a project that was called like Project Leave No Pants Behind. I think it was called, or no pants. Yeah, no, I think it was that. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what, that sounds like a great project. So it basically is, I tried to find like a post where she explained what it was. So if you are in the panning community and you know, and I am saying the complete wrong thing, I do apologize. But it's basically where you take a palette. So say for instance, I'm gonna focus on this palette and I'm gonna leave no pans behind. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna pan the entire palette. It just means that I cannot move on to another palette until I've used every single shade. And this project can be super quick because you could have one palette with 4 shades and you would use them all. Then you would be able to just rotate another one. But I thought it might be a lot of fun because it would encourage you to use other shades than you normally use. Like for instance, this shade or this palette. I never use the green, the blue, or this one. I just never ever reach for them. And who knows, if I tried, maybe I would end up loving them. Don't know. So I'm gonna take my soft Glam palette. Oh my god, I was thinking that I wasn't recording. I was like, so I'm just taking the shade Noir, the black. Did I already say that? Perhaps it's early. Yes, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing it in, you know, my Shop My Stash videos where I was like, you know, this time around, before I pick out a palette, I could take my Tiny Decisions app and I could roll, and then I could take a palette that it said, so for instance, if it said the soft Glam palette, I would have it as my leave no pans behind. And if I ended up using all the ones before my next Shop My Stash, I would just scroll and get another palette. So I'm just blending this out, as you could probably tell. I don't know, it might be a project that isn't really for me. I might get super bored, I have no idea. But when I saw it, I just felt like it could be a project that was fun. It's not too long, so it's not like panning an entire palette. It's not like using something 20 times. It's just using it once and then moving on. But I don't know, like I love Shop My Stashes, so maybe I should just stick with that. But it's nice to, you know, change things up, try different things. If it isn't for you, it isn't for you. Like for instance, I've talked about a lot. So many people usually start the year by doing a low buy or a no buy, and then they realize, you know what, this isn't for me. They tweak the rules and they make it work for them. And awesome, great. Makeup is supposed to be fun. Okay, I am just gonna settle with this. I think that this was really cute. We used 4 palettes, but I don't know what I was going to say with it. I'm gonna go in with my Illamasqua primer. This is the Hydra Veil. I think it was the one that I went into last time as well. And I'm actually gonna dip into the same foundation because my Too Faced foundation had like 2 uses and then it was empty. And I was like, oh my god, I could have emptied this a lot sooner, but I just didn't. But it's okay, you know? Now I was thinking like, okay, which foundation should I perhaps try to pan next? I haven't really figured out which one yet. So I'm just gonna enjoy this little rotation. In the beginning, I talked about my headband. Now, when we got like the Dumbo ears, it's even better. So let's take our Dior Forever foundation. I really enjoy this one actually. I think I'm just gonna, not to waste product, I think I'm just gonna spritz it on my brush and then like go in with it right away. Just so we don't waste product. I gotta ask you something. Is the nips coming back? Nips is nipple, by the way, which is in Swedish bröstvårta. Bröstvårta. Try and pronounce that. Anyway, okay, so what I was saying is that I have seen a trend because, again, I'm around places. I go to a job and then I go to a bunch of other places that doesn't matter, but I have an observation that a lot of women and girls are now taking their bra off. and not wearing a bra when they're working. And I have seen people with small breasts, big breasts, breasts that are saggy, breasts that are middle saggy, you know what I mean. Like, I've seen different sizes, different shapes, and all of that, and everyone is taking their bra off. And when they do that, you obviously see the shape and the nipple. If the nipple is standing out and you have something that is a little bit tighter, it doesn't mean that it has to be something that's super tight, but you know, tighter. And I was wondering, is this a trend that is coming back? Because I have myself, I show my nipples often. And it is because of the fact that I hate a bra that, I wear like grandma bras, I feel like. But no, I feel like they're sexy. So I wear a bra that doesn't have padding in them. They still have the metal thing under the boob that like shapes the boob, but I don't have the padding in them because I don't enjoy it. But that means that it's just like a little bit of fabric over the boob, and then there's no padding that is, you know, making the little nipple not stand out. You know, I have a pretty big nip, you know, like the thing that babies and men suck on. So it stands out pretty much most of the time. And I've been, in the beginning, I didn't notice. And when I went to the bathroom, washed my hands after I did my thing, I was like, oh my God, have I walked around like this the entire day without anyone telling me? But then I was like, man, why should I care? Why should I bother? I am not comfortable going outside without my bra on. We have talked about this before. Let me not remind you. I don't know, like I don't want to purchase other bras just to make other people comfortable. Like I love my bras. I don't know. I mean, I guess my question is, is it okay? Is it okay to go to work without a bra? And is it okay to show a nip? And let me just remind you, it's just a shape. It's not see-through clothes. But yeah, that's just my little question. I'm gonna take my Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. I have the shade 2. But another thing I wanted to talk about is just like how my workouts and weight loss and everything is going. I'm trying to not include it too much in my videos because some people are not interested in it, and that's totally fine. I totally understand why that isn't fun for you guys to hear. But some people are super interested. Some people really want to know, you know, what I eat, how my days are looking, have I lost anything and whatnot. And I've talked about the fact that I've been so frustrated, and I've talked about this on my Instagram as well. So I got great tips because I asked for it, not because I feel like that's the thing when you talk about weight and weight loss and everything. Like everyone claims to be an expert. Everyone is like, this is what I did, so it works for me. I'm glad that it works for you, but I didn't ask for pointers. But this time around, I did ask for pointers and tips and recommendations. So I started doing a lot more like lifting. And I never do it alone. I do some machines alone when Nicholas is like working late or when he has gone to the gym before me. I do some of that, but I basically do, you know, the guy sections at the gym. I only go there if Nicholas is with me because I feel way too uncomfortable going there alone. But I do cardio a lot. I think that cardio is the most fun, so that's just my thing. And I do it when I'm alone at the gym, when Nicholas isn't with me. But when we are working out together, I always do lifting instead. So I've changed up my working out routine which is a lot of fun actually, just to like do different things. And then I've also, like, I wouldn't say that I eat that different, maybe a little bit, but not too much. So I eat more protein. I just took my ABH powder. But for instance, I bought like a protein shake thing where you mix it yourself. So every single day I take 1 scoop of product and then I drink it before I go into the gym, because otherwise I will be too hungry, I will have no energy, because when I eat my lunch at work and then when I end my job, like, I am way too hungry. I don't want to be able to like go home just to have a snack before I go to the gym. It feels, no. I know that I would just, if I went home, I would skip the gym so many times because I would be like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm just gonna take the Creepy Cute palette and I'm gonna take the shade Strawberry Milk, this one again, and just use under my eyes like this. And then instead of eating, I don't know, like, I don't eat a lot of pasta and potatoes and all of that, but I do eat it from time to time. It's not something where I'm not allowed to eat it. I am. It's just, you know, I'm trying to skip that because it's something where I enjoy pasta so much. I love potatoes, I love rice, and I overeat it. I eat too much. So I try to cut it out completely so I don't have to even worry about it. I eat eggs and oatmeal every single day for breakfast, and I eat it with like a low calorie apple sauce. So like 1 tablespoon, like a big tablespoon, contains like 6 calories, which is nothing. So I'm just, yeah, I'm so excited. I don't eat cakes at work, I don't eat anything of that sort. And yesterday when I stood on the scale, I had lost, how much was it, like 7.8 kilos since the middle of February. And now that I'm recording this, it is the 29th of April, so 2.5 months, and I am so excited. Like, I'm really happy about that. And I just realized yesterday as well that last year I started to try and lose weight. I'm taking my Natasha Denona Sculpt and Glow palette and I'm just gonna take the cream contour in here. I tried to lose weight and it went well. The beginning of the year I lost a lot of weight, and since then, when I was my heaviest, 7.8 kilos is, by the way, 17 pounds. And I need to see how much the next thing I'm gonna say is in pounds, because that's impressive according to me anyway. I have lost more than 20 kilos, 20.4 if we're gonna be like totally serious. But that is 44 pounds. I like saying it in pounds. It sounds so much more. And it's weight I don't have to carry around myself. I know that there is a trend about being body positive and whatnot. Great. If you are in that, I'm not saying that plus size people are ugly, because I don't think they are, but I just felt so unhealthy. I just feel so much better now, and I still have a pretty long way to go. I have a goal where I want to lose 12 pounds, 12 kilos I mean. So I'm so much closer reaching that goal, and I couldn't be more excited. And if you wanted to know a little bit more about my weight and all of that, like, go to my Instagram and follow me there, because I talk about it and I show you when I'm at the gym and when I'm sometimes I show my food, and I try to show it to you guys, because I know that some people get inspired. If you don't get inspired, just click to the next picture. It's not that big of a deal, you know. So it's just, yeah, I just wanted to say that because I've gotten a lot of questions like, how is everything going? How are you doing? Like, and I've gotten people asking me like, have you lost weight? You look thinner. And I'm proud. It's hard. It's really hard, but I am motivated. And when I'm not motivated, I have Niklas. And it's not like he's saying, oh, go to the gym, do this, do that. He's not like that. But you know, when I see his progress and everything that he's done, I'm like, oh, for instance, today he's gonna go to the gym before me. I'm gonna go after work, and I know how well he's gonna feel about himself. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? I also want to work out. I also want to go to the gym, and I want to feel nice. I took my Nars bronzer in the shade Vallarta. Then we're gonna take our liquid blush or a cream blush from Nudestix and highlight in the shade Illuminati. And I'm just gonna, I really want to curl my hair today. I just want like big, wavy, not wavy, I want just big curly hair. And I'm back to maybe doing a little bit of derma blend. There I go again, derma blend, micro needling. No, you know, the brow thing. I was like, if they call me from this work, you know, can you tell I'm obsessed? If I get the job, I will do it. I'm still like, I'm going back and forth all the time. And now Niklas is waking up, and then Sigge is gonna come as well. This little cutie patootie. I'm gonna take Diamond Dasher from Kaleidos. I'm just gonna take it like that. Tapping it off because it is pretty flaky. Hey Sigges! Vad är leksaken? Hej! Kom då! Åh, hej prinsen! Åh, kom då! Åh! Har du sovit gott? Then I'm just gonna take it on this side. I'm gonna take this in my inner corner as well. Or should I? Maybe I want to take something different there. Maybe I want to take something from the Glam shop palette. So we use like 5 palettes. I think this shade has a little bit of a green tint to it, which you can see. And I'm going to take that. And this shade is called... It's a Turbo Glow. It's called the Bluskotka. Last up, I need to take this blush again. I've used it 3 times in a row. Like 3 days in a row, I mean. This is the Milk Makeup blush in the shade Swish. It's pretty sheer. So I'm just gonna apply the rest of my makeup like mascara and whatnot off camera, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm done. I took my Dose of Color liquid lipstick in the shade Bear With Me because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm almost completely done with it. I'm sorry, it's so hot. I'm stressing because I need to go now, but I'm almost done with it and I just want to finish it up. And then I took my Melted Matte in the shade Miso Pretty and this Fenty gloss. I think I'm gonna take out the stopper today, so that's pretty nice actually. I probably have, when you see this, finished up both of these. I really enjoyed this look. I love to do a similar look with my bubblegum palette from Glam, but I didn't have it in this rotation, so it kind of just shows you that you can dip into a bunch of different palettes in order to get the same sort of look. You don't have to go out and purchase something that you have seen someone else use. So if you feel like that, you can do the same thing in your collection. But I really need to leave now, so really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a little thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe and all of that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!